It's really lovely to have you join us together today for a story and later on a song as well. How are you, Shelley?
I'm well, Lisa. How are you?
Very well. It's
I
lovely.
hope all the kindy children are well.
Yes.
And the teachers too.
Yes. We've got a lovely story today about a kookaburra called Jeremy. And he's sitting here on the couch on a pillow. He looks little, doesn't he? The chair is very big, but Jeremy is very small. I wonder what's going to happen to Jeremy in our story today. Shall we have a read together and
Yes.
find out?
See, it's
Lovely.
a big book, a very
It is.
big book today.
And here he is, watching on a computer a picture of a bird. It might be a bird from the story. If you watch closely, you might see the same black and white birds in our story. Let's read about Jeremy. Last year, a pair of kookaburras made a nest high in the big palm tree in our garden. There's the tree, you can see some of its leaves. Looks like a nice, safe place to have a nest. One night, our cat, here it is like a ginger cat, brought a baby bird into the lounge room. It was very ugly with a big beak, big bulgy closed eyes and no feathers. It was a baby kookaburra. Here it is, right down the bottom of the page. You wouldn't know it was a kookaburra. So tiny. It must have fallen out of the nest in the palm tree. We couldn't put it back because the nest was too high for us to climb to. So we put the baby bird in a box and kept it warm with a hot water bottle. We called the bird Jeremy. Here's the little bird sitting on top of the fluffy cover of the hot water bottle, and he's got Teddy for company. Hope he's nice and warm in there. Jeremy loved to eat. We got some special food for baby kookaburras and we fed him every 4 hours. He grew very quickly, as little baby animals do. After 1 week, Jeremy started to get little spiky feathers. But his eyes were still closed. I can see over here his eyes are closed and he's got little spikes all over his body. They're his new feathers growing. And he's so little, he has to be fed through this little dropper where the food comes out and goes into his mouth. When Jeremy was 2 weeks old, he looked more like a bird. His feet were very big and his spiky feathers were getting longer. Now his eyes were open. Doesn't he have lovely big eyes? And he watched everything around him. And he still ate lots of food so he could grow. Wonder what he's thinking about the ant there. Do you think he might want to eat the ant? I think big kookaburras might like to eat ants. Soon he had lots of real feathers and he was much heavier. He loved to be cuddled and he started to know his name. So when we would say, Jeremy, he would look towards us. Soon Jeremy wanted to fly. He practiced flapping his wings, but he couldn't get off the table. He would wear himself out and then he would have a sleep to get his energy back. He's trying, but he needs to get a bit stronger before his wings will support him. When Jeremy started to fly properly, he crashed into the walls. It was soon starting to be time for him to go outside where there was lots of room. He always told us when it was time for more food by squawking loudly. Boy, did he squawk a lot. His beak's open. He must be saying, I want more food. Jeremy grew so fast that he was often tired. At night he liked to watch television, but he nearly always fell asleep. And sometimes he didn't want to go to bed. That sounds a bit like me sometimes. I wonder if you're a bit like Jeremy sometimes and don't want to go to bed. you'd rather be up doing something else. Here he is. You might recognise that picture. He's on the big green couch, sitting on the purple cushion, watching TV, and he's got Teddy with him. That's a familiar picture. Once Jeremy came to school with me for show and tell. Jeremy was so friendly that everyone wanted to take turns holding him. Jeremy really liked this, and I can see the children being very quiet and careful watching. I'm sure they'd be very careful when they touch Jeremy and be very gentle with him. Jeremy's new feathers that kept growing made him feel very itchy. Here he is with his foot up, ready to have a bit of a scratch and an itch. By the time he was 4 weeks old, he looked just like a grown-up kookaburra, just a little one. He's even sitting on a piece of wood with his claws going over the edge. Jeremy also loved to watch fish swimming, especially the ones in our tank. I wonder if he was thinking how yummy they would be for lunch, because kookaburras love to eat fish. He also loved to be in the backyard listening to the other birds, because now he was 6 weeks old. He was getting older and stronger and bigger. Over the next few days, Jeremy started to fly around a lot outside. The willy wagtails chased him everywhere. Those are the birds we saw at the beginning of the book. A willy wagtail. Maybe you could look outside in your garden for a willy wagtail. Jeremy always came to the back window though when it was time to be fed. He never forgot his food. The day before Christmas, Jeremy came to say goodbye. He landed on my shoulder and gave me a kiss. Then he flew up to the big gum tree in the backyard to sit with 2 other small kookaburras. Perhaps they were his brother and sister from the same nest. They're watching Jeremy. At sunset, when the sun went down, the 3 kookaburras flew away together. That was the last time we saw Jeremy. There they are, up in the blue sky. They left the palm tree and they flew off into the sky, happy together. We were so glad that Jeremy had grown up to be a beautiful, healthy kookaburra, and importantly, that he had found his family and he could live happily with them in the bush. What a lovely ending to that story. It was a special story, Shelley, wasn't it?
It was. Here's Jeremy sitting up on the tree, on the branch. He's got company, hasn't he? There's 2 of them sitting up there. It kind of reminds me of a song about kookaburras that sit in old gum trees. We're going to sing that song together. Let's get ready for that. Okay.
Thank you. We'll see you soon to sing that song.
Thank you. This is a song about a kookaburra who sits in an old gum tree.
Oh, I like the music.
Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he in song. Kookaburra laugh, Kookaburra share your song.
funny song, wasn't it? I thought it was funny when the kookaburra was trying to eat the gumdrops.
They would have tasted nice.
They would have been yummy. Have you ever had gumdrops? They're like a little lolly, and they're nice. The little girl wanted some of those gumdrops too in the song, didn't she?
She sure did. It's nice that they shared.
They did. And what about the verse about the monkeys?
Yes, they were counting them all, weren't
Yes.
they? Did you see some monkeys in that picture?
We hope you did. Hope you were looking carefully. Well, we hope you've enjoyed your story today, plus our song about a kookaburra who lives in an old gum tree. We might do that song again another day. So for now, we're going to say bye. See you next time for a story and song. Bye.